What's up, guys? ZeDeadFrank here, and we are looking at Dawn of Man. Okay, so I put about 45 minutes into this game. I'm going to start a new game just so you can see what it's like. The game just released, and it seems pretty fun. Definitely atmospheric in its own way, and I'll show you a few things. We're not going to blaze through tutorials because those aren't fun. The settings don't give you a whole lot to go on, but it's not too bad. Quality is kind of, you can't do any advanced settings, I guess we'll say, but it's not too bad. My computer is not all that great, and it performs the game quite well. So we'll start a new game. Not complete tutorial. Nope, not gonna do that. Continental Dawn. Alright, so what do we got here? So milestones. Varies. Survive 2 years. Alright, so we're gonna do the free play. We're gonna start Continental Dawn. It's gonna be like the very beginning. And let's do, we'll do more what's that? River Fork. Game mode. Ooh, what's this? Alright. Hardcore. Normal. I actually didn't play with this. Alright. Limited save games. Games can be paused. Other tribes match your technology. Normal amount of raiders. Reduce animal aggression. Alright. Only one save game. Game cannot be paused. Other tribes progress at their own rate. Larger amounts of raiders. Regular animal aggression. Alright, we'll do hardcore just for the fun of it. How about settlement name? ZeDeadFrank. Sounds legit. Alright. We'll start up. Avoid targeting healthy adult animals when hunting in the early game, as they are hard to kill and might fight back. Alright. So this game kind of plays like can I compare it to? Kind of like a prehistoric Rim world in a way, but the city is kind of city builder-ish, like not prison architect-ish. So here's what we start with. Normally you just have a couple people. You got 2 youngins, 1 old person, and I believe 2 adult males and 2 adult females. 2 tents, which just house people. A crafter, which you can use to build things, and a little wood pile for storing wood. So I'll show you a few basic bits before I fast forward it, because I'm gonna do that so we can be a little more established and it can look a bit cooler. So you got these tabs up here. This kind of shows your general resources you have. This is what do they call that tab? Straw chart? No. Oh yeah, just general tabs. Got population, the amount of knowledge you have, the current temperature, the timeline, I guess you'd say. It just goes by years, and when that bar fills up, it like goes to the next season. Right now it's at the very beginning of spring. And you can add new tabs for like certain features. So we got, you can, in our general tab, we don't need that though. You can have resources, but we got resources right there, we don't need that. Grouped resources, it's basically the same thing here, but just broken down into different sections. Actually, that's not a bad idea. We'll do group. You like that? Alright, we'll do grouped resources here, and I already see how they group it in a way. Alright, awesome. Just regular resources kind of do it like that, where the breakdowns, yeah, they do. Okay, we'll change this to maybe transports or animals, or we'll do speed. Yeah, we'll do speed, and we'll just control the time, because you don't want to just be sitting around this slow all day. And then we got a little section right here. We can build, place work areas, plant, but we don't have that yet. It's a technology, which is, if we click on knowledge, it'll give you like a little tree and certain areas get unlocked at certain points, and they have a certain knowledge cost. Knowledge cost is basically you earn knowledge when you do things like if we build a new building or hunt down an animal or something like that. Um, like mini milestones, I guess you'd say. Like we have a pile of sticks right here, right? So we can place a work area for gathering sticks. And we'll gather sticks right there. Boom. You can also have the sticks individually picked, but we'll just put a work area right there. We got stone, we got trees. Looks like we got some harvestable whatevers maybe. I don't know. Probably not. Somewhere maybe. But if you want to know what's what and how to see things, there's also something called a primal vision, which is hotkeyed to tab, and it'll kind of give you this view. And what it does, it basically has a breakdown of like key things, like here's an animal right here. I assume the color just means like how much of a threat they are. Like that's an animal that's kind of threatening. But if they're green, then the animal isn't threatening at all. It'd more or less run away. If they're red, if I can find one that's red, well, basically if it's like an adult bear or like a lion or maybe a mammoth, you know, they're gonna be super dangerous. Ah, here we go, right there. See a rhino, a woolly rhino. And then it's also got like, you know, stone piles, trees with fruit-bearing trees, collectible plants, all these freaking sticks. And yeah, let's see, press enter, we'll go back to our little settlement. And what do we got here? We got strawberry plants, but they can't be picked. They have to be picked in the summertime. Service tree. Fruit in the summertime. Blackberries, blueberries. So only things can be gathered at certain amounts of time. And then you have rivers, river banks, like fishable places, right? Alright, we'll get out of the primal vision. And then you just have a build menu, the work menu, manage, which basically can have a breakdown or certain tasks that people are doing. Right now I got 2 people collecting sticks, but everyone else is doing nothing. The younglings, we'll say, little kids like that, they'll do simpler tasks, but they won't do a whole lot. They're not as useful. Just keep them from dying. They'll grow up, and then they'll be productive adults. We got here game speed. Boom. I got it up here. Whatever. Help menus. Just gotta break down all the stuff you want to learn if you want to get good at this game. I am terrible at this game because I'm not gonna have it hold my hand. Like I was playing it. The first 45 minutes I ended up doing, I was just like, oh, what the fuck do I do? And then, yeah, with the craft station, we can kind of break down certain things to craft. I believe skins outfit, animal hide. Continuous production, I think, is only tailored to, what is it? The amount of population. So if I place more tents down, I have a chance of population, like people coming in. No, you're not just having kids and waiting them to grow up forever. That would suck. But if I like throw another tent right here, that would increase the capacity of the population. Technically, I should build a tent because right now my population is over the capacity, like housing capacity, we'll say. And right now during the spring and summer time, it's not too bad, but then, you know, during winter and so on, and fall, cold seasons, then it becomes problematic. But yeah, aside from that, the game looks very beautiful and atmospheric. The animals will actually hunt and eat each other. And I have not ran into any hostile tribes in my little playthrough, but I didn't get too far anyways, because I was just kind of bewildered and figuring out what exactly to do. But, you know, there are certain things you can do. Certain piles. Like, oh, let me have a breakdown of this, see if I can find any. Like flint, like, alright, here's a pile of like flint rocks, right? Those can be gathered by a person. But an actual like collection of flint, which I'm assuming is right here, yeah, that has to be like mined, right? So we aren't able to collect flint from there, but we can gather those straggler rocks and stuff like that. Anyways, we're gonna fast forward it a little bit, and if I have anything to bring up, I'll bring it up then. Okay, we're back, and we made it through the first year, and now we're into summertime. I got a slightly higher population now. I had 2 extra people arrive, but as you see, some people are suffering morale problems, like this man here. Morale can be affected by like doing tedious work or going hungry. Right now there's a lot of tedious work to be done, so one of the things we have to kind of manage is eliminating too much tedious bullshit work. So what we have here, well, it looks like I got a vast collection of sticks, so I can, you know, remove the work area for sticks. And what that will do is it will just kind of free up, you know, meaningless work that's incredibly unnecessary, especially if it's not required right now. Like, what's that? Oh, that's a pear tree. Like, we got 11 logs right now. We'll move that cut down tree work area, or we can make another one but just have it be a bit smaller, we'll say. You know, maybe just this section. What we got here, collect stone. You know, we'll edit that area. Bring it down to maybe just 2 piles, right? And what that'll do is it'll just free up, you know, the workload on some of the people. So if they're tired of working, they can stop, and at least someone will cover the, you know, cover the spot. They can do it in shifts, we'll say. They're not doing it non-stop until they keel over. With that being said, you know, I may need some other things. Like, we should definitely prioritize gathering food. Right now our food's at the lowest point. Right now my guys are quite well fed, you know, nutrition wise, but they are lacking a decent supply of food. It is still summer, so I got plenty of time to gather food, whether it be things like I could probably make a task of gathering the pears from these trees, I believe, unless that's wait until fall. Nope, I can collect them right now. We'll just collect the fruit single-handedly from those trees, because that'd be good. As you also see, I have a few things built up now. I have a pile for gathering stone. I have a pile for wood. I got a storage tent. You know, I got a few extra tents. Looks like the stone pile is looking fairly decent. It's a bit on the lower side. The wood pile is looking pretty good right now. And also, each tent will carry its own storage. So we just got skins, there's some bones, there's some sticks, and so on and so forth. So at this point, I'd say, you know, we can make a decent decision on what to do here. We should focus a bit more on food. Right now, on our knowledge tree, we have gotten a few bits. So we have food drying, which is good for preserving. Sling making, which would be decent for hunting. I should actually make a few of those. So we'll go to the little crafter station. It only takes 1 dried skin, it looks like, to make 2 slings. So technically I'll make 8 sets of slings, right? And that will just improve our hunting rather than just relying strictly on flint spears. And what that also does... Oh man, I just lost my train of thought there. Ha ha ha. Basically, I only have 2 flint spears within the tribe, quote unquote, right now. So only 2 of them are particularly useful for hunting. That being said, I can knock off some of the or I can have more capable hunters by, you know, obviously adding slings to it. Wow, my train of thought just went completely blank right there. But as you can also see with my tribe now, oh, all saving, yay. With the tribe right now, none of them are in bad mood, so it looks like I freed up some time and now they have time to rest. Or maybe it's because the weather is nicer now with it being summer. By the way, that's a few tidbits right there, and you can check your like management status for like activities right now. I got everyone performing tasks, but hopefully there's a little more variety that makes it less of a pain in the butt. Oh, I just went to that same thing. For this, you can actually find out what they're doing. We got 2 people crafting, we got 3 people hunting, we got 1 guy collecting flint, and 1 guy gathering blackberries. And we just got a few pending tests. So it looks like the best bet is to just try and balance that out. You obviously don't want a massive backlog of things that need to be done without having enough people to perform, you know, the basic works. In order to have more production, obviously we're going to have more population. But having more population is going to require things like more food or more like entertainment, I believe, down the road. You can risk a massive like drop in morale or something, right? And also it would give us prestige as well. Right here is the welfare, which is basically the general well-being of the settlement, and prestige is basically like renown, how much other tribes know of your presence. Oh, this guy's still sad. Why are you sad, bud? He needs sleepies. Knowledge progress. Yo. I'm wondering if you could have a person just do a certain thing. What if I tell him to go into tent? Run in tent. There. Boom. Rest. Done. Without boost his happies. Then you won't have to do some work right now. I don't know if a bad mood is like contagious within the groups. I don't think it necessarily is, but I honestly don't know, so I couldn't really tell you. But we are slowly expanding, and not before long this is gonna be a booming tribe. Oh yes. There's a sad person too. It's a woman, and she is uber hungry. So we should, I don't know, what do we do? We don't got food. That's what we need, boys. We need food. Alright, here's what we'll do. I can gather my whole tribe. Yes, I can. Or that's not the whole tribe. Where's everybody? There we go. Grab them all. Look at all these. Gonna gather all the people here, and we're gonna just have them do some killings. Or we can kill this one thing, but that might not be a good idea. Because that thing's a bit more of a threat. Oh, the donkeys are running though. Damn it. Okay. We will hunt down that one thing. Right now he's sleeping. There we go. We can do a little focus camera and we can Look at the resting thing. Oh, he pissed now. Knocked him over. I'm gonna beat you with a rock. Nope, never mind. Alright, so that guy got hurt quite a bit. What does that do to him? His health bag keeps... Nah. It's gonna be totally screwed. Let's collect these raspberries while we're at it. Yes. What do they get? 4 raw meat, 2 bone, 3 skins. We got slings. Does everyone have a sling? No. But maybe if I grab him and... Boom. Oh wait, now he's got 2 slings. Totally useless. Oh wait, no, he's got the 1 sling. We good. She got a spear. Let's get a sling instead. Oh, looks like the conditions of the items wear down too. Alright, what do we got? We got... Nada. What's this here? Can't harvest that yet until fall time. Alright. We're gonna hunt these boa. Not that one. These ones right here. Hopefully they don't travel too far off. And I got a drying rack for the meats now, so they can be preserved rather than just be cooked and eaten right on the spot, which is good. So we got our little tribe here about to start the hunt. Just take whatever we can, hopefully. Probably best leave the babies alone. They might not be worth the trouble. Oof, you missed. Alright, well, anyways, we're gonna fast forward a little more and see how much further we get. Now, one thing I've noticed while I've been playing this is that the daytime never goes away. It doesn't like go from night to day or anything like that. Unless there's like a storm. When it's a storm, it does get dark. But my my little tribe's doing pretty good. I got extra storage now because I needed it. And now I got dogs, which I can slaughter. But I'm not going to do that because I love dogs. Oh, look at him. Or her. I guess the dogs will actually help defend the settlement. Another thing I completely was oblivious to is the work zones you put down. I'll show you, like, I had a hunting one sitting somewhere stupid. Or like this tree cutting one. You can actually designate the amount of people to work that area. Like, I'll have 4 people who will cut down trees. I'll have, you know, up to 2, or a maximum number of 2 doing that. Gathering stone, or like a maximum of 5 hunting. And this should keep too much idling. Like, you want to have a nice balance between the two. Right now we got no one being productive right now. And I think that's because we're just chock full. I could be wrong though. Who knows? Everyone's just in chill mode right now. It's all good. Look at them stretch out. Yeah, I'm honing my skills because I'm old, but I can still cut down a tree. Oh, and you also have a set limit, which is another thing I'm Oh, this thing's on the way. A set limit to what we're doing. So, that resource is for tanning. Right now, we're actually full up on certain resources. We could, if I could find my stupid hunting sign. Ah, there it is. Nope, that's not it. Shit. Let's go there. Alright. We're doing unlimited amounts of that. Ah, for hunting. Limited amounts of that too. Alright. What can I harvest? So I need to build up knowledge. It's going to be important. Looks like winter season just came in, so look at them reindeer. Have them be hunted. Keep the peeps busy. Also probably build a few more slings, a couple more spears, some extra axes, and some picks. And while that goes down, let's use this cool little handy search thing and find some flint. Oh, what's this? Alright, so we got 2 things of flint right there. So let's place a obtain flint zone right there. And we'll have at least 2. And we'll put the limit to, I'd say, 20. 20 is good. Didn't I have a gather sticks one too, didn't I? Not that. Yes, that. Put 2. We'll make the maximum sticks 50, how about? While that goes on, I'll probably build another thing for wood storage, a wood pile. Boom. Alright there. And right now my population is at 15 and capacity is 24, so I'm not really inclined to build any more tents. Especially since my knowledge is getting pretty close to where I can start doing some fun stuff. Like bigger tents. Right? Anyways, I'll probably continue this playthrough, but for the most part the game is quite fun. I enjoy how a bit more hands off it is. It sounds weird, but one thing I kind of like about like settlement management god style games is like the hands off approach. Like in RimWorld, you can kind of mind it to a T, like locations and everything, and exactly who's doing what. And yes, that is a fun layer in and of itself, but I do kind of like the hands off because it adds a bit more chaos, you'd say. You know, not everything can go as planned in a sense on, you know, what actually goes down. You know, who's actually going to defend this place when it gets attacked or something like that, right? It's just a nice little thing to have. But everyone has their own preference when it comes to things like that. But I do plan on playing it some more. The game is beautiful in my, you know, opinion. And it's not too taxing on the computer, which I find kind of nice. I could be wrong though. I could probably just like build up insanely, and then it's gonna be taxing on the computer. But right now, not at all, which is nice. Also, I found a way to make everyone feel better. You build one of these things called a totem, and if a person's in a bad mood, he'll start praying to it to get all happy and stuff. Alright, since I changed some of the workloads, we can check out the activity. Boom! Now everyone's doing something. Isn't that fun? Alright, but until next time, I'll probably play a little more of this later. But yeah, I would definitely, I'd check it out. You know, it's not bad. It's not expensive either, which is nice. You know, just released and only 20 bucks. Actually, I think it's gonna max about $25, but it's on like sale, like 15% off, like right after the initial release. But so far, it's not too bad. I'm gonna give it a positive review. And let's see, can I save it? Yes, I can. Boom, saved. Hardcore 1. Alright, and until next time, guys, you take care. Have a good night. Have a good day. Whatever. See ya.